humans of the internet. I feel like I always put my hands up like this at the beginning of every video. I think it's just because I'm so excited to see all of you. If anybody is new to this channel and this is the first video of ours that they are seeing, first of all, welcome. And second of all, you will know or find out very, very quickly that I am a very, very big fan of the Norwegian artist Aurora. I have already done a few different videos on her, the most recent one being one that my husband and I did together on the song The River, which is a very close song to both of our hearts. But I've also done reactions to Eyes of a Child, Murder Song 54321, and I will continue to do reactions to Aurora because she is absolutely fantastic. So if you are interested in that, please like, subscribe, and click the notification bell for this channel. Check out our other content on other artists as well in our new world music series. The first episode of that is up, so please go give that some love. And we have a lot of new varieties of content coming your way too. Today, we wanted to do a reaction for a song called The Seed. Have I danced to this piece one too many times in my living room and felt extremely empowered from this piece at many different points in my life? Yes. I don't claim to be an end-all be-all expert on Aurora, even though I am definitely a fan of hers and have listened to a lot of her music and seen a lot of her music videos, but I am learning alongside all of you. I am applying some of my skills that I have at researching different topics that I earned in my master's degree, and I am also just, I don't know, wanting to share my love and passion for all genres of music for the world. We are formally an opera company, even though we're hoping to bridge the gap between our genre and other genres and become more of a stable part of the musical landscape. So if you're interested in Maria Callas or any of the other opera divas and divos that I will be reacting to on this channel, that is something coming up as well. We have some virtual performances available via tickets through our PayPal and the website to access both Messiah by Candlelight and Glux Orfeo ad Eurydice. Our first two main stage projects through Opera Cecilia will be below in the description, as well as the link to this original video. I'm actually diving into her fandom on the internet for this research because I'm very interested, as I keep doing these videos, in what other people have to say about her work, because she is very purposefully ambiguous. She likes to keep the meanings of her pieces open-ended enough people can kind of glean their own interpretations from them if they want, but inspired enough that it's focused and pointed on a specific message. This is probably one of the most overtly specific songs, message-wise, that she has ever created. It's extremely focused, it's extremely clear in what it's trying to tell its audience. The very first website is called pophrt.com. I don't know if I'm supposed to pronounce it Popert or if it's just PopHRT. But this seems to be a music fandom, blog, and website. Norwegian artist Aurora has always tied together the strings that connect modern pop music to a grounded and reflective message that really encourages you to listen and moves you on a molecular level. With her new single, The Seed, she continues this tradition with tribal drums, louder than an explosion, and poignant lyrics that cut deep to the modern issues surrounding humanity's impact on the planet. Aurora is well in her stride with this track. The harsh visual imagery she conjures of a world being destroyed by greed, suffocating nature in its wake, as she screams, "You cannot eat money," is haunting and beautiful. The video opens with a Cree Indian proverb that inspired the chorus of the track. When the last tree has been cut down and the last fish caught, the last river poisoned, only then will we realize we cannot eat money. A notion that Aurora takes head on with beautiful majesty through the track. I'm missing anger in the youth, not the blind rage pointed towards all and nothing, but the kind of rage that wakes you up in the morning, the kind of rage that inspires you to do something with the power you have in you. So I made a song filled with fire and power. The second website that I'm going to be checking out this piece on is called Song Meanings and Facts. And this kind of breaks down a meaning behind some of the lyrics, especially the lyrics in the chorus, which go, "You cannot eat money, you cannot eat money. When the last tree has fallen and the rivers are poisoned, you cannot eat money," which is directly from that Native American proverb. Throughout the song, Aurora compares herself to a seed. She finds herself fighting to reach for light through the struggle, dirt, and shadow. She is also unraveling herself in slow motion, which are all allusions to the processes and obstacles seeds go through when breaking forth from the ground. But in the bridge, we see that although she wants to be fed sunlight and air just like a seed, she indeed sees herself as more as a human. Based on this, she also recognizes truth and prayer amongst her life's essentials. When you have somebody who has a genuinely strong care for the planet like Aurora, it can be extremely hard to watch so many people not have care for the planet. This is such a strong and powerful message in this piece, and it sounds like, based off of the writings of her fans online and some of the other music critics' works that I have read, that this is an extremely, extremely resonant piece to a very, very large amount of people. I can't be the only one, and Aurora can't be the only one that has the climate crisis heavily on their minds right now. And it is important that we do our part, but it's also important that big corporations and politicians do their part, because they're the ones that have the most power and impact. This piece is timeless in the sense that this is something that is just going to continue to be on our minds until we can find some sort of catharsis with it. And it should continue to be on our minds, because this song is literally a battle cry. It is something that is going to point us toward what we need to do to solve this problem. That is how this type of art can have such a powerful impact on the world, and one of the reasons why I love her so much as an artist. Let's get into the official music video for Aurora's The Seed. There's the proverb.
Just like the seed, I don't know where to go. Through dirt and shadow I grow. I'm reaching light through the struggle. Just like the seed, I'm chasing the wonder. I unravel myself, all in slow motion.
Think of everything that a seed goes through to grow through the soil, and everything that a plant goes through to become, I don't know, I think it's like an adult plant and not a juvenile plant anymore. And we grow from that inside of us on both a medical and physical level. We're of the earth physically. We are creatures of this planet. We are animals too in so many different ways. But on top of that, we have this spiritual essence to us, or this mental, emotional essence, if you prefer to think about it that way, that connects us to this planet in a different way, in a poetic, in a beautiful, artistic way, in a way that causes us to have deep compassion and care for this planet. But human beings have the capacity to be so careless at the same time. I love the way that Aurora coordinates her dance moves with her pieces. It's not just, oh, I'm going to dance to the rhythm of the piece and find something catchy. She's actually performing an interpretive dance in many cases to her pieces. And it's extra prevalent here because she's literally mimicking the process that we just saw of that seed coming up from the earth and forming a small plant. She's mimicking that process with her body, and she's pivoting against all of the adversity, and she's allowing her body to move and feel all of the emotions and the frustration that she's feeling in her heart as she's conveying these lyrics. I also really love the fact that she's showing footage of youth fighting against the climate crisis through protest, making their voices heard, especially when it comes to certain politicians in this country that want to pretend that this issue doesn't exist. Some countries are doing an absolutely fantastic job at it, and then not so much in other areas of the world, so we just need to kind of come together as a collective majority to do this. Red is a very visceral and very powerful color, and so not only is red kind of conveying that quote-unquote dying sun or dying earth, I think the red color in the background is provoking anger and passion from us and is reflective of what Aurora is feeling in her own heart while singing this song. She is an artist painting a picture with her voice as if she was painting on a canvas. She is not just singing pretty. Sometimes the most beautiful sounds that you will hear, the most artistic sounds that you will hear, would not necessarily be traditionally classified as pretty sounds. Sometimes pretty is not appropriate for every single piece of music. And here, she's allowing her rage to be pointed and focused through her voice.
Suffocate me so my tears can be rain. I will water the ground where I stand, so the flowers can grow back again. 'Cause just like the sea, everything wants to land. We are burning our fingers, but we learn and forget.
I hate to interrupt that chorus, but I had to mention this before I forgot it. A lot of Aurora's bodily movements actually mimic the images of nature that are popping up. The blooming flowers, she has more open body dance movements. She had this very specific motion that was coming up and out like this. So she's mimicking all of the different body language of nature. And she's in turn showing us, like, stop destroying such a beautiful, gorgeous thing. We surround ourselves with so much concrete all the time, and I'm not saying that cities are inherently bad or that you're bad if you live in a city. I fear that all the concrete we surround ourselves with can separate us so much from our true nature as human beings, being one with the planet, if we're not careful to allow ourselves to spend an adequate amount of time in those natural spaces as well. I think it's really important for us to keep that in mind and put that in perspective as we continue to form infrastructure and move forward as a society. And she is trying to heal the flowers, and she still cares for them, even though the flowers that are immediately in front of her seem to look like they're dying. She's already kind of in the dystopian world, still trying to live amongst it, when she's showing pictures of what we could be missing if we let the world come to that. I love the nature sounds in this video. That entire bridge sequence was a giant musical buildup that was so characteristic of an anthem, and it's meant to provoke a very, very visceral reaction from the listener. The bridges of songs that build up in that way make us, they provoke different things out of us that may seem uncomfortable at first, but in a good way. She's feeling all of this in her neck and in her, as she's touching her heart, she's touching her neck, she's touching areas of her body that are vital for her own survival. We're also getting flashes of very, very evocative images, both of the power and majesty and beauty of nature, but also the terrible things that could happen if we continue to abuse nature. The planet's just gonna adapt, but we're ultimately gonna cause our own demise if we don't do something about this. I love how at the very end of the music video, she ends hugging herself. She allows herself to love herself at the end of it and have like an emotionally cathartic moment. I can't help but continue to notice that how intentional her dance moves are. They seem so spontaneous, but they're so meaningful to what she's trying to convey in this piece at the same time. For example, she does the bang on your chest motion. When she does that, it evokes images of an animal trying to dominate another animal, trying to show aggression against something that is being considered a threat to them or to their unit, their herd or their group. She's feeling the aggression that all of these animals must feel, the fear that these animals must feel when their homes are getting destroyed. She is taking on all of the emotions and all of the collective feelings of a nature, a planet in crisis. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have a fun time going through this, and I sincerely hope that you check out more of Aurora's work if you're not already familiar with her. And I also wanted to say a sincere thank you to all of our absolutely amazing Aurora fans that have also become fans and subscribers of this channel. You all are a huge reason that we're growing, and I really hope that you continue to enjoy the Aurora videos and check out our other content as well. A lot more is coming your way on OC YouTube, and we're so thankful for all the support we've gotten so far. Please continue commenting. Please continue starting discussions and conversations with each other on our videos, and I will join into as many of them as I can. All of the requests that you give to the channel, those are things that we definitely take to heart and work hard to honor as many of them as possible. I hope to see you all again around here soon. Bye!